Hey everyone, NWA Prepper here. So today I want to tell you about an adventure in my preps. So because of I don't know if it's because of the time of season or more people are doing gardening. Whatever the reason is, canning supplies have been difficult for me to get lately. Which I haven't used everything that I have. I'm almost, because I'm new to canning. This is my first year doing any of it other than collecting some supplies. And so I found myself needing some more things or wanting, some different things. Particularly I've realized how many more jars and lids that I need. And so, I like, quart jars are great, but they're a lot for my family for a normal meal. And anyway, so I've been looking for jars just like everyone else in the world, and I haven't found any. At the normal places, the normal Walmarts and Atwoods and Tractor Supply and the places that I would normally go get jars. And I don't have very many yet because I haven't. Well, I had bought 3 or 4 cases of them as part of my preps, just as a non-canner, and I thought that was plenty of jars. Well, now that I'm actually canning, I realize that that's not, and that I'm starting to think of that. I'm realizing that it's not, and it's certainly the few dozen lids that I had is certainly not enough once I use the jars to replenish. Not even close. And so canning supplies have been on my mind a lot lately. So I'm always looking for them. Well, I don't remember. Anyway, so for some reason I needed to go to a craft store to get some. I'm making a patch wall with a big piece of Velcro, some colored pins, push pins, to go, so it kind of looked decorative almost, even though I'm going to cover them with patches. So in doing that, I wasn't sure where those items were. So I'm wandering the store, and I came across this. Ball canning jars with just regular ball canning jars. And the lid, it's a regular canning jar. So they had them in the craft store. And of course I bought the basket just for fun. So they had them in the craft store. Now they were expensive. They were $2.50 a jar versus the normal, 75 cents or $1 that I'm used to paying. So with that in mind, I didn't want to pay $2.39. So once I looked at it, I'm like, well, that's just crazy. Then I noticed that there was a sign that was 50% off. So they were $1.19 a jar. And so I bought a dozen of them, which was a little more. I'm normally paying between $10 and $12 a dozen, and this was about $14 a dozen. So it was a little bit higher, but it gave me the size jar that I like. And I trust Ball, and I asked the employees, I said, is this just a regular canning jar, or is it just purely decorative? Is it not really Ball? And the lady giggled and said, no, we open them out of the same container if I was buying them at Walmart. And I did a little bit more research, and that's exactly what they are. They're exactly the same jars, but they were at the craft store. They were a little more expensive, but since I only have a half dozen jars left, and I still had some canning I wanted to do for the season, I paid a little bit more. I still got it for a reasonable amount because of the sale, because of their 50% off sale, which at this particular store is Hobby Lobby. So they have about a 3-week cycle where things go back on sale of some sort. So keep your eyes open. That's what this is about. No matter what you're looking for, you never know when you're actually going to find it. So you need to keep looking. Just always be looking and thinking of things that you can use for your preparedness, or particularly if there's things you're looking for, you need. If you keep your eyes open, you never know where you're going to find them. Keep it up. You can do it no matter how difficult it is. You can do it. Let's get ready.